when you first go out on the street, you don't know what to do, and you're panicking.
I went from everything that I possibly could dream of, something that could fit in a backpack.
When you go on the streets, it's like an imaginary X over everything.
I slept under I-5.
I was homeless on the streets for about 3 years.
Being by myself, it was scary.
It's basically trying to survive every day. The big one, the fast one wins.
I ran away from home when I was 15 years old. I lived as a runaway. I lived with my sister. At one point, one of her foster parents told me to chuck myself into foster. Foster care is very demeaning. It's a big wear and tear on the self-esteem. There's no real love, and you can have a house over your head and still not have a home. It felt like crap. You walk into someone's home and they kind of lay down what the rules are, and then everything else you have to figure out. I had one foster parent who stuck us downstairs. When we were there, basically we weren't supposed to be upstairs. I'd go upstairs and she was real quick to tell me, you're supposed to stay downstairs. That I have a TV down there and I have a refrigerator down there with sodas. You're taken care of, you can come up for dinner. I lived in 14 different homes within a year and a half. So I was moved and moved and moved, and I was angry. I was a very, very angry 17-year-old girl who finally was given the opportunity to tell these people exactly what I felt and what I thought, and I wasn't given a forum before PSKS, and PSKS gave that to me. It's a forum to provide advocacy for people who need it, and by providing it, it's taught, and through teaching it, it's self-esteem that is being instilled in young people. PSKS builds self-esteem.
What was in my backpack? Socks, toothbrush, toothpaste, underwear, deodorant, CD player, and of course my writing utensils and drawing stuff. And then my school stuff when I was doing my GED through PSKS that I received last year in 05. It's funny because parents always say, oh, you can be whatever you want to be. Okay, I'm gonna be queer and I'm gonna be an activist. Out the door. There's just so many different ways you can be on the streets and how quickly it sucks you up. For me, being stared at, glared at, being spit on, that hurt a lot.
Complex, I try to be. Simple complex, I try to be. Wait, oh no, here we go again. My heart will cover these wounds here.
PSKS just has so much freaking to offer. From being a core member, board member, student, camping trip, volunteer outreach. It's just a center for if you want something to learn, to have fun, that's the place to go to. If you just want to see a friend that you haven't seen in a while, want to be educated, that's the place to go to. If you're angry, you're allowed to be angry. That's the place you go to. It's just like a family within a family. They're going to be there with you for thick and thin. Higher, sober. If you're good to mama, mama's good to you kind of thing. That's the place you go to.
I don't care that you exist, but I'm your niece, I'm your granddaughter, I'm your daughter, I'm your cousin. I'm Maria, the kid who knew every city and state at 4 years old, who could read at 5 by herself, without no help. Millions of books in my room. I was the smart kid. I liked reptiles. I was the kid you guys always knew had the right answer. My mom was like, I don't want you to live with me no more. So I was kind of out the door, moving back and forth from all kind of family members' houses to all kind of cousins, and it was the longest thing I ever went through in my life. I had to go through all kind of situations, from stealing money, selling dope, selling weed. I was just I was going crazy. I smoked so much weed in that year that I was like, this can't be me. I was a nervous wreck for a year, and I can't believe I graduated on time. I was lucky that I went to school here because they helped me so much. PSKS definitely taught me a lot about life and how it works and how you can't take anything for granted. Robin and Elaine, they gave me community service hours when I had to do them. They talked to my probation officers. They kept in contact with me to make sure I did certain stuff. They helped me with little things like getting to work, getting a ride home, bus tickets. They never turned me away. They never, when I was mad and I was angry and I was just fuck everybody and I had an attitude and didn't want to deal with anything, they still were right there, okay, here's your work. And they left me alone with my space. But they didn't ever be well, we can't deal with you. And I must have put them guys through hell. We went to the Jewish Film Festival one time, and we were the oddest bunch of kids. There's homeless kids, there's some gay kids, there's some lesbian kids, and there's Rhea, plopped right in the middle, this urban little kid who's so stuck on herself. From that moment on, it was just these are like really cool people. Oh, and they took us like camping trips. For 3 days, we were away in the middle of nowhere camping, but it was like those 3 days, I didn't have to worry about what I was coming home to or if I had a home to come to. I definitely appreciate my life and everything that I go through just because of this place.
I had a camp. Every time I came back to Seattle, that camp was there, and it was right under the overpass. Off and on, I stayed there for 3 years. It was dirty, it was muddy, you know, getting down there, but once you're down there, you're safe. Nobody can see you, and you can see the city for miles. You got a beautiful view of the Space Needle. It was just beautiful, right in the middle of the city, too. This used to be a lot harder. This last time that I got off the streets, it was because I was dying. Alcohol was killing me. I was having seizures when I didn't have alcohol.
In there it says Jake's house.
I couldn't live, function, breathe, eat. I couldn't even go to the bathroom properly unless I was drunk. I couldn't talk. There was nothing I could do unless I had alcohol in my system. And the addiction was just, there was such a bad physical addiction that I couldn't live without it, and I was pretty much content that I was going to die drinking at a young age. I was crazy when I was younger. From like 16 to 21, I was constantly getting drunk and getting messed up and beating people up. I'm not like that no more. The thing that I brought to PSKS that I'm most proud of is I got clean and sober. I developed tools that a person, you know, needs in order to stay sober and get off the street. And with that knowledge, I knew that there was other people suffering, and I couldn't live with myself unless I graciously gave back what was given to me. I had to find a way to use PSKS as a vehicle for that goal that I had to help other people like I got helped. And so I went and I got all the information on all the treatment centers and everything in the state of Washington. It is now available here at PSKS. Anybody that walks in the door that has a drug problem or alcohol addiction, anything with addiction, I have the answer for them. It's different because it's by kids from the streets, and that's in our core is the ones that make the decision. All the programs and all the ideas and everything, it comes from the core members, which are mostly homeless or formerly homeless youth and young adults. And they come in and they feel like they're a part of something important. And so we let them make the decisions. I just hope that I can be an example to others that, you know, it is possible. And just because you're homeless doesn't mean you can't be a part of something bigger.
When I was on the streets, PSKS helped me.
My favorite thing about PSKS is the sense of family.
By always being here.
I didn't have anything. I didn't have anybody.
Elaine and the staff here at PSKS are very dedicated to what they do.
PSKS has always been there for me and was there for me when I graduated. I was pregnant with my daughter.
PSKS has always been the safety zone.
I had her when I was 14.
Whatever issues you have out there,
The way we listen to each other is so intense.
outside of the doors, you don't have in here.
They don't discriminate. They take everybody.
PSKS actually does care about the kids.
The more flexibility PSKS has, the more that people have the ability to be involved.
PSKS doesn't judge you for who you are. They let you be who you want to be.
My favorite thing about PSKS is whenever I walk through the door, they see you and they welcome you.
As long as those doors are open, people are going to come.